Today is a very special day. I am going to be bringing on my student, Amy, from the Burnout to Breakthrough program. And Amy is going to share with you all her experience going through this program, what she learned, who she was before she came, and who she is after. Amy is one of my dear students. I'm so proud of her. Her studentship has always been amazing. And I'm so excited for all of you to hear what she has to say, because I know that you all expect me to say such great things about the program, of course, and I know it's super helpful for you to hear from other women who have gone through the program, to hear what they learned, who they are on the other side, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to bring her on, and we're going to get into this. Okay, hi, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? So this is Amy, everybody. Amy
Great.
was a student in Burnout to Breakthrough. And Amy, I would love for you to just give a little introduction before we get into anything, actually. Just let the ladies know who you are, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, so I am a 35-year-old who lives in Charlotte. I recently, this year earlier, went through a very traumatic breakup, ended a relationship with a narcissistic, very abusive partner, took my dog and moved 14 hours away, and just spent this year really trying to rebuild my life and really find out who I am again and what I want.
Yeah. So when I met Amy, I'll never forget our connection call. She told me the entire story, and she had just moved and like started from fresh. And I could just see that you were so committed to making the action, like taking action to make sure that you started connecting back to yourself, because I know that that relationship took a lot away. So you really wanted to, there's my dog, really wanted to like pour in, which was really inspiring for me to see just in that very first connection call that we had. So I'll never forget that.
Oh, yes.
So Amy did the program in March of 2022, and we just graduated in December, just a couple weeks ago. So Amy, I would love for you to share with all the ladies who are watching, what inspired you to reach out to me, or what were you looking for when you were considering joining Burnout to Breakthrough?
Yeah, for me, I was just looking for something, some way to reconnect with myself, rediscover myself, really deal with the anxiety and the stress responses that were coming up, especially with relations to my past relationship and just everything that kept bubbling up that I didn't know how to deal with.
Mhm.
So I had sat in on one of your mastermind free seminars and instantly felt a great connection to the program and what was offered, and jumped on our discovery call, and just was the first call I've had with someone where it really clicked, and bringing in different aspects of meditation and mindfulness, breath work, movement and embodiment really was something that clicked hard for me in being able to really move through everything and rediscover what I need in life.
I love that. And I remember in the beginning in March, right when we started, you were having a lot of wins around movement and like the movement that we were doing, and learning how the connection to your nervous system worked. And I just remember you sharing a lot about having like now the tools that you needed in times where something would trigger a past memory and you started to feel anxious, and then you were able to use and apply something that was learned in the program, and then you shared with us about like the transformation. I thought that was so amazing, and so awesome that it happened so quickly too, which is great.
Yeah, just being able to embody it and really feel it, like getting that email at the end of the day or Zoom cutting out in the middle of a meeting, and really just being able to be like, okay, take a breath and fix it. It's spend more time fixing like thinking about fixing the problem than you do actually fixing it. So
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. Awesome. Well, I would love for you to share some of the big wins that you had, maybe in your career, or any of the wins that you had in your life, through learning the tools that you learned in the program, and learning how to respond to stress in a way that didn't continue to create more burnout, but instead created something new. Like, what did that new look like for you?
Yeah, for me, I was really able to navigate so much throughout the year. I was laid off at the end of October, and having gone through a layoff before, I was able to see how I went about my job search and all of the transition better this time, where last time I was in a panic, apply for everything, have to get a job right now, where this time I was like, okay, what do I want? What companies are going to resonate? What position am I going to feel great in, feel like I'm contributing and really make a difference? And thank gosh, I put all of my tools to work and started a great position in like a week with a company and almost doubled my salary. And just really not letting little things like pop me right into fight and flight and like freak out mode, and just have been able to really downregulate, keep myself calm and level, and know that my brain tends to spend more time thinking about the worst outcome than what actually is coming. So now I can live a little bit more level. I feel like the days are more productive. I feel more calm throughout the day. And it just feels like a huge weight has been lifted.
I love that. So, so awesome. And it was such a cool experience as your mentor to watch all of that unfold as well, because there was a huge percentage of people that were going through layoffs at that time. And I could see all of the chatter and buzz on social media, and it was very, very much like anxiety, stress, fear, fear. And so when you reached out and had mentioned that that had happened, I was like, okay, awesome. This is such an opportunity to really show yourself and then the rest of the world, like what's possible when you approach these scary situations from a place of centered and confident, and just knowing that like you are so worthy of a position that's like a million times even better than what you could imagine. And watching you go through the process of like, being super grounded, taking walks, applying to only the places that you liked, having interviews, saying no, like saying no if it wasn't in alignment. And I was like, that is so badass. Like, how many people just say yes to the first thing that comes when they don't have a job because they're in that fear of like, oh my gosh, I have to start making money right away. So I'm just going to say yes to this job I don't really want. And the result of you saying no to the things that were in alignment is that a yes came, and like you said, it came and doubled your salary, and it's like a better situation, and it's just also amazing. So that was such a really special like unfolding for me to witness too. So that was really special. Is there anything else that
Perfectly timed.
yes, it was perfectly timed. And one thing too I want to say is like, just, there are a lot of people out there who are in the middle of like a training or a program when something like that happens, and their first instinct would be to just quit everything, and that never even came up for you. And
No.
I thought that was also really powerful, because it's like, oh my gosh, I lost my job. I have to like quit all the things I'm doing. I have to like save all my money. And and it's like, you had such a abundant mindset around like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to say no to the things that aren't in alignment. And then boom, what happens? Like, you generate a job that's more money, way more money than what you even expected. So many so many learnings in that situation for people. So I'm glad that came up. Anything else that you would like to share with any of the women watching this who are considering doing Burnout to Breakthrough?
Yeah, I just think it's just a good investment in yourself, even if you're not in that, like what you think is a stressful situation, just having the tools and really digging into yourself and realizing where your energy is going and where you can actually get more back to be able to focus on yourself is so amazing and just so freeing, because you really don't think about some of the places where you place all of your energy and your focus, and really doesn't need it. And thinking about certain things that are going wrong or could go wrong, you're spending more time on that than just living and enjoying life.
Yeah. Yeah, we have an entire module dedicated to energy, and we talk about exactly what Amy mentioned, like what are the things that you are giving your energy away to that you don't even notice. and how can you plug those leaks? How can you cut off the energy vampires in your life? Like, how can you really conserve all of that so that you have energy for you to do the things you love and then overflow to pour into others, instead of what most of us experience, which is like this constant like or not overflow, the opposite, not having enough, right? So that's great, and I'm so happy that was really impactful for you. Thank you so much for coming here today and sharing a little bit of your story with all of the women who are watching, and I will talk to you soon.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.